Well, hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica. And you are joining me for my part 2 of this week's online class to go. Today is June 10th, 2025. It is 6:01 p.m. and I know this might be dinner time for a lot of you, but my schedule has been crazy today, so that's why I am popping on at 6 o'clock instead of later on, because there's something going on as well. So for those of you that do not know me, this is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Stafford, Virginia, and I've been a demonstrator for over 22 years. And as I always say, that I've been loving every single minute of it. So if you are popping on later on, you can still join the live, and you will see a red box on the left side of your screen. If not, you will be able to rewatch this video on my Facebook page, business page, Stampin' with Monica, right here. Or it will be on my YouTube channel, like I upload every video that I do. And for so then they're all stored there, and there's an extra reason why, because not Stampin' Up, Facebook is deleting videos that are older than 30 days. Okay, so the class that we are doing this week is based on the Florals in Blooms suite of products. And it is featured on from page 40 to page 47 of the annual catalog. And we have been, as you know, since June 1st, we have been casing the catalog. We picked a group of demonstrators, friends, picked some of the projects from the annual catalog, and we divided and conquered. Each one of us is casing 5 projects, and we're starting from, easy peasy to more intricate as we go on. And Judy and I are collaborating on this class. As usually, our weekly online class is a collaboration, and we decided to incorporate the casing with the class. The class will have projects that are stepped up in, from samples in the catalog. And also there are projects that we are now featuring in our 30 days of Case the Caddy with me. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we did last night. And last night we assembled this card that is a stepped up version of this card right here. As you can see, we have extra element from this basic card. And I love the fact that Stampin' Up is showing different level of stamping and crafting to cater the different levels of stampers or crafter. So this is the beginner, and this is kind of the avid level, or maybe semi-avid level that we put together. This is one. And then the other that we featured is this card right here, that in the catalog is designed as to be a note card, and a note card to use the note cards and envelopes that we have in the catalog as well. But then we made it a little bit bigger in the regular size, and we did not up it up as far as die cutting, because there was already quite a few of the stamping and die cutting. there's a technique that we featured when we stamped this one, and there's a die cutting with the 2 different colors and the dies. Okay, and tonight I'm gonna show you 2 more cards, 1 card and 1 fun fold. And I just want to tell you that we're featuring the Pretty Florals bundle right here. They're included in the suite of products, the suite collection, and the sweet blooms. Just to do a quick reminder, like I haven't done it, right? We have a what is called a sweet sale going on, where you can purchase 1 suite or products included in a suite, buy 1 get 1 half off. Okay, this is until June 30th of this month. Basically, it is until the end of this month. It is a great sale, especially if you're interested in collection, suite collection. You buy 1 and get a second one entirely half off, so you will have a bundle if it is included, a bundle, designer series paper, embellishment, all half off, and that is a great deal. Okay, so let's move on and let's craft and start crafting and showing you the 3rd card and then the fun fold. So for the 3rd card, we have a little bit of die cutting here that I've done ahead of time. And the card that we took inspiration from is this card right here, okay, in the catalog. But obviously we made it a little bit different from this one and stepped it up a bit. Okay, so this is what, as a reminder, you can watch this class. Obviously, it's free to watch. But if you would like to receive the project's supplies to recreate each one of them, it will be a total of 5. You can do so. You will receive a free packet from me with a minimum $50 merchandise order, meaning before shipping and tax. And if you're redeeming the Stampin' rewards, that will be after. So your $50, if you're redeeming 10, your order should be, of merchandise order should be $60. So the 50 is the net of it. Okay, let me just say hi to some of the ladies that are popping on. If I can, I see Debbie, and then I see Gwendolyn, I see Melissa, I see Sabrina. So ladies, thank you so much. And Denise, hello ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry, I'm moving because I was kind of a little worried because I don't see any eyes in my live, but then I see you guys popping on. So I guess my live is different from what I see from my phone. But thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so we have these pieces and we're gonna start crafting. I'm going to work on this one, and let me see. I am going to take a piece of designer series paper, and I love this pattern of the designer series paper, and we're focusing our designs on using the Florals in Bloom 12 by 12 DSP that is included in the suite. So it's a great deal. So I'm going to glue this one down, easy peasy. Make sure to leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from. For those ladies that I I named, it would be nice to know where you guys are watching from. You don't have to say anything else if you don't want to, but it'd be nice for me to know that. Also gives me an idea of my reach. And if you would like to also invite your friends, you're more than welcome to do so. So this will be my card, this piece right here. And then I'm going to take some ribbon and I am going to do this. Okay, do my little thing with my ribbon. That will be my easy peasy way of saving ribbon and also let's see here, and attaching it, okay? So we're gonna use dimensionals tonight. If you've been following me, you know that we've been doing the 30 days or Case the Caddy with me in 30 days in June. And if you're on my email list, you'll also receive the, what do I call them? The recipe cards for each of the projects, number 1 through 7. And I've posted or I've done lives to show you how to assemble the project. So I posted pictures, but for all of them, I included the recipe card. So if you would like to join my email list, you will get all the details, like measurements and what they're included, what product they're included. So I'm gonna go like this right now, okay? I'm gonna do some liquid glue right here. Let me see. Okay, and I'm gonna slide this so that there we go. By doing that, so this I'm gonna slide it and go flush. This has been embossed with the mini corrugated embossing folder, 3D embossing folder. Okay, like that. Then I have a panel in Secret C that has been die cut with the, let me say, the nature textured notes dies right here. And this is the one that I used. And this one is gonna go on dimensionals right there, like that, because I can, right? Make sure to say hi. Okay, what do you think about this set of products? I think the paper is just gorgeous to the least. Okay, so this is that. We are at this level. Now we have all of these die cuts. So let me show you the bundle of the dies. So I've die cut it for each of the colors. I die cut it 1 flower. And the beauty of this die, it just plop it on the cardstock and it cuts automatically 3 different sizes and shapes, kind of. And this has a coordinating little die for that. And then I used this one as well for the leaves. Okay, so let me just quickly assemble that. And I'm using my silicone mat because then I will not have glue all over. So if you're placing a qualifying order, you'll be able to receive all these die cuts from me. I will do the die cutting to make it easier for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put and so I would really appreciate if you like the class. You know, obviously it's not everybody's how can I say, not everybody likes flowers. Maybe these are colors that you don't like, but if you do like it, then you could even have supplies to recreate the cards on your own, because everything will be provided. The only thing that I will not be able to provide are the pre-stamped images, okay? Because by Stampin' Up rules, we cannot send anything that is pre-stamped. You will have to have your stamp and bundle and all that jazz, so you'll be able to stamp and die cut. Okay, those 3, so I'm going to repeat. So the colors that I'm using, this is Pool Party combined with Summer Splash, and this is Bubble Bath combined with Petunia Pop, just to bring in some of the cardstock there. And it's easy to match these little things because you can see. And then if you don't exactly put the don't exactly match them, it's just fine because it's artistic, right? So, but this one, for example, has a wide base, so it's easy for me to figure out that this goes right that. Maybe, or maybe not. because this is another semi-white base, but I think this works better for this. And then this little one is gonna go on with this one, okay? Voila. So we have these three. Then I have a set of leaves in Granny Apple Green and a set of leaves in Garden Green. So my Garden Green is going with the blue here. So I am going to put adhesive there, adhesive, or liquid glue, okay? And then I am going to put, I decided that my largest will be this one, and it will be at the top there, okay? Then I will take this little flower right there, and then this one right here, okay? Voila. So these are the ones that I think will be the match, and I'm going to do the same for this, and this is the most consuming. Hello, Judy Taro. Thank you for joining in, and say hi. Okay, and we're putting this one together like such. So I'm gonna put yet again the widest at the top, or the largest at the top, like that. And then I'm gonna go with this one right here. You could use liquid glue or mini glue dots, whichever adhesive or glue you'd like best. Okay, then I'm gonna flip them around, and guess what? We're gonna use dimensionals again, and we're gonna put large dimensionals, okay, right there, and one right here. So the top would be, let's bring my card close to me, and we're gonna take the backing out here and put these all the way up here. Oops, don't stick yet. I like them there. Okay, then I am doing this and this, and these will be right here, like such. Now I'm going to put my ribbon the way I usually do it. So you see me wrapping some in the back. Well, not completely wrap, just secure the two ends in the back so I can save a little bit of the ribbon, and then doing my bow like that. Trim this part right here, okay? And I can move my bow if I don't like it too close. I can move it, slide it, and then if I want to secure it, then you take your mini glue dot and you put it underneath. Now, as far as the sentiment, let me grab, so we have these two pieces, this and this, and we have also extra DSP. So to bring the outside to the inside, I've cut a piece of the DSP. Okay, and remember, we also are providing the recipe cards for this class. So in case you qualify, you will also receive it's semi-tutorial where you have all the supplies that are needed, the color of the cardstock, the measurements, and everything. There's not a detailed set of instructions, just because the video will be your instructions, okay? But there you go. You have a beautiful class, specially crafted for you. And I would love to hear if you like this set of product, or if you're not a flower person or something, because we have so much to show, and sometimes you know, it's nice to know if, oh, but I don't like it. Oh, but, you know, everybody can say, It's basically knowing what you guys would prefer, in a sense. Okay, you'll have a scrap paper, and we're gonna grab the sentiment that says, nope, not the pretty flowers, because they don't have any sentiment, but we're gonna get the sweet blooms. You make me smile. And the color, the only stamping and ink is done with Petunia Pop, and the only ink is Petunia Pop. That to bring, you know, to do matchy coordinating, you know, the Stampin' Up is pretty great with that. You know, I was wondering if a skinnier piece of cardstock would work, but we're gonna go with that. You make me smile. Look, it's not even straight, but it doesn't matter because you see what I'm gonna do. We are going to fussy cut it, in a sense. So I'm going, let me grab my paper trimmer so that I have straight cuts, and then I can reuse the extra of my paper. So I have an extra strip there that I can use. See, never throw stuff away. And this one, I'm just gonna cut it like that, and voila. So you could easily, you know, trim it down and just do this, but for the sake of this, not for the sake, we decided that this is the way that we want it. Also because it's in the sample that we kind of cased and upped it up. And after I'm done, you're going to see again which is the sample that we used for tonight's one of the cards in our class. Because sometimes we go crazy, you know, brainstorming different projects, but sometimes it's also always nice to take the catalog and get the inspiration from there and create cards or projects that then you make your own, right? You make it your own, or like we're doing, just casing it, and then you'll find out that you get so much inspiration, your creative juices start flowing, and off you go, and you are on a roll of creating, crafting, and that is the best of the best. Okay, so I'm doing this. I am not a fussy cutter, especially in this case, but we can just adjust, do. Okay, I don't know if you saw my post that I did to announce that I was coming on, and the picture that I included. I am babysitting my grandson on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and today he decided that he didn't want to take a long nap. So I put him down and I said, okay, I gotta go downstairs. This was this morning. I gotta go downstairs, finish up, and, you know, do more of what I need to do today. Nope. He only slept half an hour. So I said, oh my golly, I gotta do this. I have a deadline. What am I going to do? So you can see that under his feet, he has a little bit, he has dimensionals backing for sure. And then some of the cutouts of cardstock. But what I did, I took a box of a Stampin' Up box, and I set him inside, and I gave him like clear, what was it? Some of the stamp case that I have. I put stuff inside so it could make noise. Then I gave him this that obviously he put in his mouth, and I said, well, I don't care, I need to finish. So there you go. So that was my adventure for today. So after you fussy cut, because I am not going to send you the fussy cut part, because as I said, we cannot send you pre-stamped images by Stampin' Up rules. So you'll have a piece of cardstock, you're going to stamp, you decided if you want a fussy cut or not, or just, you know, make it like a label. After you do that, we are going to put this one down here. We don't need this extra right there. And that is gonna go like such. And this is going to, there we go. You make me smile. Love this card. So we have designer series paper and embellishments, and now we're gonna finish it with some of the flat pearls that are in color that come in this suite of products. And so I'm going to put one over there, and then I'm gonna do one over there, and then this one is gonna go down here, probably on there, even though you cannot see much. So there you go. You have this card right here, and then the inside has that. Obviously you can write or stamp whatever you want. And let me just grab the catalog page to show you kind of a casing. Yes, because the idea, see, we did this differently, and all these are the same, but as you can see, the layout, everything is different. Besides the focal, everything is different. So this is the starting point, and then you come to that. So this is the third project, and now we're gonna move on to the fun fold. A project that is, we always include a fun fold. Sometimes are simple fun folds, sometimes are way over the top. And then tomorrow night, you need to come back at 7 p.m. for my regular programming, and I will show you a 3D. Okay, so this is a card base in Darling Duckling. I'm going to fold it. Okay, using my bone folder, and then I'm going to show you where the starting point, and then I'm going to fold this one up like that. So we have this. Very simple, easy peasy, nice and easy, fun fold. And then I have designer series paper. It's this pattern. We have beautiful patterns of designer series paper, and I'm gonna go with my liquid glue that is almost dying. I make almost dried, and I'm going to have this flush to the top, and there's a tiny little bit, where's my sample here so I know what I did. There's a tiny little bit of an edge, okay, like such. So flush up here. Let me double check if I need to trim this one. No, I'm pretty good. Okay, then I'm gonna take the same designer series paper, and this time this one gets glued down here. But this, I'm going to just do this, and let's see if I need to trim. No, we're gonna be good. Before we put it on, I'm gonna take my ribbon, okay, and I'm gonna do the same, and this is Darling Duckling ribbon, so we're gonna do a little bit of matchy. Okay, this is gonna be in the middle, so it's the same exact designer series paper. I'm just using the other side, and I am going to attach my ribbon here, well secured, fixing my there, so that is gonna go like that. Okie dokie, voila. So this is what I have, and now I am going to use, I messed up, hold on, I did push the wrong way, so I made it go fold on its own, so I need to fix it. But at this point, I'm gonna do this and do this if it works, okay. But at the same time, I'm going to use liquid glue because I need to slide, okay. and I need to slide this paper and make it go in the position that I want. And guess, I have 3 of these, and 3 of these are almost dried out, but I want to use all of it. There you go. Okay, so after I'm done with that, so this is that and this is that, I'm going to center this top and bottom and left to right. Voila. So we have this centered. Here we go. Okay, are we good? Nothing fancy about this, okay? And this, I kept it pretty simple because tomorrow's project is going to be interesting. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I have a layer inside that will be like that. And then I have a Spotlight on Nature die in this is die cut in Granny Apple Green, and it will go up here like that. Then I took the stitched circle from the Stylish Shape, and I die cut it a piece of Designer Series paper, the same pattern as this one. Let's see if this, the third time is the charm. So these 2 are done, and I'm going to attach this like that, and it's a circle. It doesn't really matter. Now I can just put it down. Okay, I almost sneezed. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? So now I need to put here, I want secure my ribbon a little bit more, and I'm gonna put my circle down here. So I'm gonna go like that and like that. So it's not centered, it's kind of going toward the bottom. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, this needs to be straight, so check this, the way. Voila. So then when you open, this is what it does. And you could stamp something right here, or stamp whatever you want. I am just going to glue it down, if this works. And I need to show you how to fix this. So you push this one out there and out there, and hopefully it will not stick to the side anymore. Hopefully, because you never know. See, I folded it when I touched it, and now it's going to be crazy. I don't want to switch it, so I'll use different. Let's see. Okay, let's go on with my liquid glue. 1, 2, 3. Because no matter what, I'm using more liquid glue than other stuff. So that is that. Simple. You could put down here another flower if you want. You can stamp. I wanted to keep it simple. Now, my sentiment comes from the set of dies, the Sweet Blooms, and I have a base that you could choose to have it to stamp this one in color, or you have also have the option to layer it with cardstock. Okay, the easy way would be to use a sheet, sticky sheet, adhesive sheet. That word is not easy for me, but so I'm using multi-purpose liquid glue just because I don't want to say adhesive. Just because. And see, I'm just putting small dots, and voila. And now I'm picking it up and putting it down. Very easy peasy, nice and easy. Now I'm gonna center this, and because I have liquid glue, I can move my layers and have it stick the way I want. So this is like the ultimate. Like, look at that. Okay, there we go. Lovely. So now I'm gonna take this piece. It's a strip of basic white. I'm grabbing my timid tiger. I'm grabbing the sentiment that says hello, like the song says hello, right? And then I'm going to stamp it as straight as possible. Wow, that's not straight at all. Monica. Okay, so let's try this. If not, I have more. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby. And now I'm just gonna trim it. And then after I'm done with this card, I'm gonna show you where the card, the original inspiration came from. Okay, so now I'm taking this, and look, nobody knows. Nobody will know what the back looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. I'm going to, this is all that. Now, mini dimensionals to the rescue, because I have them here. And we're gonna just, look, these fit perfectly on our sentiment, even on the E. Okay, and we're gonna go like that, and I'm gonna go one in the middle right there. Okay, so this is gonna go, I'm gonna peel the backing off of all of them, and then we have to do this, attach the greetings, and finish with the embellishments. Okay, and here we are. So I have this beautiful, and if there's anything that is sticking out, you can trim it. Okay, so that is gonna go straight here, because you want your Y to stay within the card width, right? Otherwise it's gonna go outside and get bent. And then we're gonna put this hello. Lovely. Okay, now I'm gonna take my ribbon and I'm gonna do the same as I did before. Let's see how this comes out. I'm gonna do that and go around. I don't like to do knots when I do my ribbon, so that's why I do it this way. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull and pull, and then I have it done like such. And if you want, you can even use a mini glue dot and make this bow kind of more of straight, but I like it going kind of sideways a bit so it fills that part. And then we're gonna take the Darling Ducklings embellishments, and I'm gonna go with a large, I'm gonna go with a medium, and I'm gonna grab this rogue here, and that's gonna go up there. So this is your fun fold that, I don't know what happened here. Oh, hold on. See, make sure that your adhesive is not touching. There you go. So that is under there. Ta-da! My ribbon is giving me grief, but I'm gonna fix it later. So this is that. This is my original. Okay, you see it over there. So now let me clear out and recap so far. So we have done this card and this beautiful card right here. Okay, here, like such, with the corrugated. So these are the two cards for tonight. Let me show you where this came from. If you saw my post last night about the project for day 9, we featured this card right here. So then I took this card and this idea, because here it says score and fold over the edge of the paper to show both sides. So instead of scoring and folding, I did it with the cardstock. I scored it and folded, and then I used the 2 sides of the paper this way, making it as a fun fold. Okay, so this is all for now. So far we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are at this stage. Tomorrow night, I love this color. I love this color. And tomorrow night, stay tuned, because I will have a beautiful 3D project. Thank you for joining me. And let me just check who else is popping on and said hi. Ooh, look, I have Liz, I have Paula. Hello, Faye. And then Kay. Hello, ladies. It's so nice to see you. And I have my friend Judy, Elise, Debbie, Gwendolyn. I already mentioned those. So thank you so much for joining me and for coming on tonight. I will see you tomorrow night, if you like to do so, at 7 p.m., same place, for my 3D projects that you will be loving, I think. I'm sure. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.